Thank you very much for the extremely generous introduction, and wish you a very good afternoon to the future leadership of India. It's my proud privilege to be here, getting this opportunity to share some of my thoughts on entrepreneurial leadership, and I would like to be as brief as possible. Essentially, I would like to talk about how I define entrepreneurial leadership. Entrepreneurs are a set of people who believe in extremely high IRR. IRR generally for accountants is internal rate of return, which is what entrepreneurs believe in. But to me, IRR also means inspiration, risk and responsibility. So the first thing that an entrepreneur does is to inspire. He has to inspire his customers, he has to inspire his team, and if he's into partnership mode, then he has to inspire his partners. And only when he is able to inspire his customer will he be able to get the first customer that his business venture is looking for. And that would come, that inspiration would come essentially from his internal inspiration, which is he has a belief in himself. He knows that there is something in him, or he or she, I am talking about, there is something in him or her which would ensure that there is something valuable that he or she would be able to offer to the society, offer to his customers, and that is how then he moves to make sure that his customer is, his first customer is willing to buy. And as his enterprise keeps growing, he is able to bring in the same inspiration to his team and to his larger set of customers, and the story continues. At no point of time can he afford to get into a situation where looking at him people do not get inspired. He must remain a source of inspiration, and that is what he does. Now coming to, let's say, entrepreneurial leadership, when you are not the one who has started the business, even in that case, inspiration is something that you cannot do away with. It remains an integral part of your story. For example, let's look at Airtel, and let us look at the amount of music it sells. If you were to compare the revenue of Airtel's music revenue with, let's say, some of the music companies, Airtel's music revenue would be far higher than any music company's revenue. So how do you think this would have come about? I'm sure there must have been some individual there, or set of individuals who would have thought about it and would have pushed this hard inside the company, who would have that individual would have inspired his colleagues that, okay, this is another line of business that a company like Airtel can start, and then that is how things would have started happening. And over the period, over the years, then as we all know, value added services in telecom industry are slowly forming substantial part of their revenue stream, and of course are most profitable. So that's what inspiration is all about. Without inspiration you cannot think of any entrepreneur leading anything. Coming to risk. Risk is another integral part of entrepreneurial leadership. You need to be willing to take the risk. You need to be ready for failures. Unless you are doing that, you would not be able to create anything new. As they say, the ships are meant for sailing. So if they like to remain on shore, then they are not serving any purpose. And likewise, an entrepreneur always likes to take some risk. Of course, as the organization grows, as the environment around him changes, the risks have to be taken in a very, very calculated manner, but the risks have to be taken. For example, I remember in 95, Microsoft did not have any internet strategy, and once Bill Gates decided that internet is going to be the future, within months, they didn't even take quarters, within months all their products were tuned to leverage the internet capability, and that is what I think was risk taking. So that is the second alphabet in the IRR model. And the third one is responsibility. An entrepreneur, an entrepreneurial leader has to take responsibility. He has to make sure that whatever may be the outcome of whatever undertaking he has taken, he has to learn lessons from there, be it success, be it failure. Even if it is failure, he has to rise to the occasion, he has to own up to the failure and learn various lessons from that failure and move on. As they say, if you stumble, it is not important that you have stumbled, but what is important is how quickly do you get up and how carefully you start walking again. And these are essentially, according to me, the three very important aspects of an entrepreneurial leader, and I am sure you would be able to bring them in your lives, in your professional lives when you enter one. Thank you.